The creme brulee, a complex dessert that's difficult to master. Just kidding. I'll show you how to make a delicious creme brulee with just 4 simple ingredients. You will need 2 cups of heavy cream, that's 35% milk fat or around there, 4 egg yolks, 1/3 cup granulated white sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, and finally you'll need sugar for the top crust. Now I like to use turbinado sugar, but I'll show you how to use white sugar as well. You will also need a whisk, and you'll need ramekins to put them in. This will make about 4 to 6 ramekins depending on how deep you like your creme brulee. Finally, a food torch is preferred. However, I'll also show you how to make this dessert in the oven. Okay, let's get started on making the creme brulee. First, you're going to turn the stove on to about a medium temperature. We're going to be scalding the cream and the vanilla together. Scalding is a temperature of about 60 degrees Celsius or 140 Fahrenheit. You're going to be watching how hot the cream gets because you don't want it to boil. Then you're going to whisk together the eggs and the 1/3 cup white sugar. You're going to whisk them, but you're going to be mindful to not bring in too much air into the mixture. Take this time to get about 2 liters of water to a boil. You're going to be using this later on in a water bath. Now we want to bring these 2 mixtures together. They are quite different temperatures, but we want to make sure to not cook the egg mixture. This is called tempering. We're going to put in about 1 ounce of the warm mixture into the egg mixture. That'll bring up the temperature of the egg mixture without cooking the eggs. Then we'll slowly stir in the remainder of the mixture. Mix this smoothly so it doesn't get too frothy. Keep mixing until you can't feel the sugar at the bottom of the bowl. Mix, mix, mix. Put the mixture in your ramekins. We want to remove the bubbles and the froth as they'll be susceptible to burning in the oven. You can use the blowtorch to remove the bubbles and a spoon or ladle to remove the froth. I'm not going to say I recommend this because it has raw eggs in it, but this froth mixture is delicious. Now to prep the water bath, you'll need a deep pan that's able to hold water as well as the ramekins. Place a dish towel at the bottom of the pan. The goal of this is to get the boiling water up to about halfway up the ramekins while they're in the pan. So you can either put the water in first or the ramekins in first, but you gotta make sure to not get water into the mixture. Place this in an oven preheated at 325 degrees. You're aiming for about 30 to 35 minutes when it starts getting that jello-y type consistency. This is right out of the oven. You'll see that I missed some of the froth right around the edges. Let's say I did that on purpose for demonstration. This is right out of the oven, but you're going to put it in the fridge for at least 4 hours and it'll actually firm up more during that time. Now I'll show you 3 different methods for the sugar topping. The first method will be white sugar and a food torch. The second method will be white sugar in the oven. And finally, my favorite, and in my opinion the tastiest, turbinado sugar and a food torch. For whichever method you choose, you want to make sure that your sugar is consistently even across the top. When you use the blowtorch, apply even heat, looking for that caramelized color. Method 2 is the broiler method. Here you can see the result of it. Move your oven rack all the way up, put in the ramekin underneath the broiler, and turn on your broiler for about 7 minutes. Once you get this type of color, take it out, put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then you'll get a nice crust on top. Listen to that crust. Finally, my favorite method, the blowtorch with turbinado sugar. The reason I like turbinado sugar is that it's partially refined, so it still retains some of the molasses in it, giving it a caramel flavor. Using the blowtorch, we're still going to apply even heat consistently around the top. Now this is going to take a little bit longer to crust simply because the granules of the turbinado sugar are a bit bigger than white sugar, but consistently apply the heat and try to get a little bit of color to the crust. You'll notice I almost burned some parts of it, and that's on purpose. I like the bitterness contrast to the sugary dessert. The creme brulee is thought to be a difficult dessert to make, but hopefully with my steps you'll be able to master it. If you like this video and want to see more like it, like and subscribe. Oh, and let me know in the comments what you want me to make next. See you when I see ya.